I'm just gonna show you the simplest fence you can possibly build. Alright, so the process of putting money in the ground has begun. I had to get some big boy 10-footers because we're going 7 feet. So, you know, I gotta cut some off, but basically this is gonna be our gate. And the whole thing's going horizontal. That's our structure. I just gotta wait for things to dry. There's one more going in over here, but I think I'm gonna gravel it in. So that one's gonna wait. That's just like a little superficial thing. Now, if you are a magician with your wood, you will be able to get a really clean line that you might be happy with, but I've never really been able to do that. It always ends up just a little bit funny. So I'm going to trim these guys up on the outside. You'll see that there'll be a vertical piece here, vertical piece there. So that allows you to have just a little bit of funk at your connections, you know, the slightest bit off in places, and it'll just pretty up with trim. Another thing to note with the 1/4 inch gap, you know, straight on, you see through a little bit, but once you get a little bit of angle declination, you're not seeing through it. So you're really only seeing through directly in front of you. So it's not that gappy. You know, if you go up to 1 inch or 2 inches, you'll be able to get a lot more light and air through there. Obviously, if you shrink it, less. And you're gonna see that I'm gonna funk it up a little bit at the top. Totally not necessary, but basically the top here is not gonna be the final top, so you'll see a little extra mojo up there once I'm done. Let's take a look at the inside. Inside obviously doesn't need trim. It's all cleaned up, it's all clean. And over here, no gate, that's just like a little pass through to the AC unit. But over here, we gotta do a gate. So the deal is that the top is kind of delineated, marked off, whatever, by a couple of thin dudes. Just one of these guys ripped in half. I still have to trim that off, and I'll take off the tops as well. And that's just a little bit of trim on the post where the gate's going to come in, just so it kind of matches up with everything. And I trim these joints just so that they're a little bit more purdy and not so, you know, finicky looking. All right, now when you're doing this, the goal is to support the latch. Just think about the latch side, not the hinge side. The hinge side, that's gonna stay nice and strong, but the latch side, that's the side that wants to fall. So support the latch. Up is gonna be where the top of your latch side is. All right, I got this guy set in place. I'll have to dial it in height-wise just so it matches perfectly. And one more thing I want to say about the gate is you got to use some good gate hardware. Just makes all the difference. I really totally recommend these post latch connectors. You'll see in action, these are just really nice to interact with. That's that latch I'm telling you about. It is just, I haven't used one. They're just awesome. All right, there's the fence. I'm telling you, it is the simplest you can build. Actually a little bit cheaper too because you don't have the rails. And I don't know, it's just got a good feel to it.